What is up, everybody? It's Kamikaze here today, and today I wanted to talk about my personal opinion about Season 11. I'm going to give an honest review of it, so let's get right into it, everybody. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Now, before we get into this video, if you could like and subscribe, it helps me out so much, guys. It helps out this channel, helps out this video. It's just, even the smallest things can make a huge difference in terms of what's going on in YouTube. So any sub is greatly appreciated. So let's get right into it, everybody. I've really given my criticism about Season 11 and everything relating to it. However, once it finally came all the way through, I think, it's fair to really give an end opinion of it. Not just go off of leaks or, even the update notes, but really experiencing Season 11 thoroughly and then kind of printing out your final review. So this is my final review of Season 11. I've gotten, I've criticized this a lot, and I've gotten a lot of comments from you guys that have agreed with me on this. And I think with Call of Duty Mobile Season 11, it wasn't exactly the actual content that was bad. It was the content that they missed out, the content that they didn't produce, that really made this update kind of disappointing. Considering that they were saying we're gonna have big things coming to Call of Duty Mobile, and although we got some pretty decent new things, it was kind of just like any other update, really. But it was still very good. So we're gonna talk about kind of an overview and what I wish kind of would have come into the game. Now, a couple of things that have yet to come in. Mythical weapons on the global server have not come in yet, so they will be coming anytime, I don't know, maybe a couple days, who knows, but we just know that Mythical is coming. I don't know why they haven't come out yet. I'm not too big of a fan on that. I think that legendary weapons are expensive enough. Mythical, obviously, is probably going to be even more costly, so I'd like to see where they're going with that. Hopefully that means some legendaries will cost less, and maybe the Mythical will be the one that costs a couple $100. I don't know how that's going to work out. Hopefully, we get some cheaper prices, because if Mythical is going to cost even more than Legendary, and they're not going to reduce the prices for Legendary, that would be absolutely ridiculous. I mean, we could get weapons that could cost over $1,000, which is already, I think, spending more than $50 for a weapon is absolutely nuts. And, that's coming from a free-to-play player perspective, of course. But me personally, I just think I find something morally wrong with spending that kind of money on a mobile game. So that's just me personally. Now, next up we have the map King. Now, I was not a huge fan of, 2v2 or anything. I still do play it a little bit, but it seemed like a very cool map, and I think a lot of people really enjoyed it. We would have liked a little bit of a multiplayer map, but it's always cool to see, 2v2 and 1v1 maps coming in, new content like that, new special content. So there really weren't any new multiplayer maps. However, I mean, we did get that one, which was, it was okay. I do see where they're going with that, trying to expand things that have historically been kind of, I guess, boring in this game. That was the same with Battle Royale. This time around, we got a massive new map for the Battle Royale, which is Alcatraz. Alcatraz was a huge addition to the game, and it was definitely very, it was very well reciprocated by the Call of Duty Mobile fanbase. Everyone really liked it, I think. And it was a fun map to play on. I'm not a huge Battle Royale player. I think it's a pretty broken game. But honestly, it was a fun thing to play. Very, very brawly. Very interesting tactics for that. So I was happy to see, something new come to the Battle Royale, because really we haven't gotten too much new there, and it was kind of dying off there for a little bit. So that was very cool to see that. And I really like that. The new event was very cool, I think. The rewards were, alright. I mean, I wish we would have gotten a little bit of a better weapon than the shitcom for the, max tier reward for, grinding and everything. We only got, a shitcom epic skin. That it would have been better, I think, if we got, something that was a little bit more used in the Call of Duty Mobile community. So yeah, I mean, there were a lot of cool things, I think, and I think we got a lot of new stuff. I was very excited for that. It was much more optimized than previous updates. This game has been pretty decently optimized to the point where we're not lagging too much, but this time around, I feel like they really improved it somehow. It just feels cleaner, it feels smoother, it's more fluid, I feel like, and I feel like that is a very cool part of this game now. It just feels so much more smooth, and I feel like, sniping and everything, that ADS animation is just so much better. I can now run on high graphic settings easily, without really any lags, pretty high frames per second. Sometimes I do have some frame drops when I'm recording, but other than that, no real issues there. We've gotten a lot of new, optimization and bug fixes, and even though, some bug fixes in terms of skins still exist, I was a little bit sad to see that, some of the gunsmith camo bugs still are yet to be fixed. I don't know what they're doing there, but, I mean, hopefully a solution will be coming along soon. It's just a fluid game, and I feel like that was very good. In terms of balancing, we're getting into very core aspects of this game. This time around with balancing, I feel like it was very weak, Some of the balance could have been definitely fixed. Some of these guns that really have been underperforming in Gunsmith could have definitely gotten a major boost. And we did see that with the HVK, but other than that, I mean, there wasn't really anything big on balancing this time around. I was a little bit sad to see that, especially with the Molotov. The Molotov is a major issue inside this game, and I think it's undeniable. Whether you play ranked or even public matches, the Molotov is being thrown on every single objective, and it's absolutely ridiculous. It's been around for 2 seasons now, and they barely even nerfed it. I would honestly say they buffed it in this update by increasing the throwing speed of lethals, making it easier to just like basically drive by and just like throw it and then run away. I mean, you know, the Molotov is horrible. I don't really understand why they didn't nerf it, and I feel like that did have a big effect on the game because this Molotov is being used so much. It is a playstyle now. There are players out there that they don't even use a gun. They throw Molotovs, die, throw Molotovs, die, and you actually get ridiculous amount of kills like that. So it's the most annoying, you know, playstyles in there, but it's a really lucrative playstyle. You get a lot of kills, and you get a lot of wins that way. So, you know, I don't blame players for using it, really. It's super annoying, and I hate it. But, you know, I think at that point, it's Call of Duty Mobile's fault because they really haven't balanced it whatsoever in 2 seasons. Like, it's a big problem. The entire community has addressed it and said this is an issue. And Call of Duty Mobile just doesn't seem to be willing to give a pretty decent nerf to it. Really, we got one little nerf to its actual, like, throwing damage, but that's not really the issue. The issue is that, you know, that damage over time effect just destroys players, and people are just throwing it on there and just getting kills, basically like AFK. So that's a big issue, I think. And to see that not getting balanced was a little bit frustrating. Now, we're getting into a little bit of the things that I wasn't too happy about. You know, this update was pretty decent, but in terms of what they were saying, you know, they were hyping it up for so long. They kept it so secret and everything, so secretive, until the update notes actually came out. We didn't know what was coming to this game until the update notes came out. Like, that was how much they kept it secret. You know, even data miners couldn't really find too much about what was coming. And so, you know, to see that there were like almost no leaks, no test server, it was just completely silent on Call of Duty Mobile's end, was very interesting. I expected, you know, big new things. And really and truly, you know, not very much actually happened. The Call of Duty Mobile, not the Call of Duty Mobile, the actual Activision president said that something huge was coming in Call of Duty Mobile for their 1st year anniversary. Everything was lined up, you know, a Halloween event, a 1st year anniversary event, all sorts of different things. It was supposed to be lined up to be a huge new update, and really we didn't get that. I'm perfectly fine with the content that currently came in, but the way that they hyped it up I think was blatantly wrong. It made the entire community think that something huge, some huge new feature, you know, kind of like Gunsmith, like to the size of Gunsmith was coming in, and we didn't get that, okay? We got some very cool new content, but we did not get the big aha moment right there, where it was like, yes, we finally get that new feature that everyone's been wanting, which I think you guys have finally realized, you know, what that feature is, which is zombies, you know? The entire community has been asking for zombies for months. I've been asking for zombies, you know, you guys have been asking Reddit and everything. You guys have been asking for zombies, and so have I. I really want zombies to come back. It was a great game mode. I feel like it had a lot of flaws, but they said they were going to bring it back eventually, and this just seemed like the best time. You know, Halloween coming around, a big event. You know, we got big things coming to this game. They said it just felt right, and it felt like it was going to come. And, you know, you guys in the comment section are right. There really was they never really said the zombies was coming back, particularly in the season, but it's been so many months, and you know, this just lined up to be, hey, this zombies has got to come back. You know, with a lot of YouTubers talking about it and saying we want zombies back, I was very surprised by Call of Duty Mobile's decision to not bring it back. That was a very harsh and just kind of, I feel, dumb decision, to be honest with you. I've almost always been very happy with what Call of Duty Mobile has brought to the table in terms of fixing pay to win and, you know, fixing all these issues inside of this game. However, this time around, I feel like, you know, this was a big feature they could have added. You know, this would have been almost bigger than Gunsmith. Almost, of course. You know, this was going to be the biggest change to the game because so many people would have played zombies. We could have had a new community here, and I feel like it was a missed opportunity on Call of Duty Mobile's part. And, you know, people are saying, hey, you know, it could come back in Season 12, it could come back in Season 12. At this point, I really don't think it is. This was lined up to be the event, you know, of a century. It was supposed to be the event where we got zombies. It was the Halloween anniversary. It was the 1 year anniversary. We had all these events lined up. Spooky season, okay? It's spooky season, October. It was the perfect time for it. I really don't think the zombies will ever come back. Now, of course, I'm making this video now because, you know, this is a couple days before I'm going to actually release it. So if zombies does come on like the day of Halloween, that's possible. But considering that Halloween is coming in like just a couple of days, it's very unlikely. I think, you know, I would really wish that Call of Duty Mobile would do something about this and bring it back, but I think at this point we've lost all hope. And I don't know why. You know, I'd really like Activision to just say something, make a statement, okay? We would like to know your reasons for not adding it in. Like, is it a money issue? Is it some, like, just explain to us, really. We just want answers, and I think, I'm willing to come to that table with an open mind and be like, hey, that's okay, that's fine, but, and, take that loss, but they're being completely silent, and we can't understand why. And I feel like that's definitely reduced the morale of this games community. A lot of people are very unhappy with Activision right now. And I think that honestly, it could be a lot better in terms of how they speak to their community and how they act towards that, Being more open and transparent is something that a lot of people like. That's why I've always tried to remain very transparent. It's because you guys like that. I always try to remain transparent and honest about whatever I'm talking about. And you guys have really liked that. I'm not going to fake anything. I'm not going to clickbait you guys. And I feel like that was kind of what Call of Duty Mobile did. They clickbaited us. They said, hey, this huge new update is coming. And they never really brought it. So I don't know. I mean, it was good features, but at the end of the day, just a little bit of a disappointment. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Alright, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you could, like and subscribe. It helps me out so much. I will see you next time, guys. This is Kamikaze, signing out.